I don't know why men try to play with friendships. They're not to be played with. Hey guys, it's L2 What to Do because I'm back with another video, and today's another segment of spilling the tea for the girlies. So this episode, we're talking about female relationships. This has been brought up so much because female relationships are just so complicated, and men know this, which is why they're trying to use it against us. But we'll talk about that later. But this segment is mainly focused on the high expectations people have from female relationships. Honestly, girlies, we all need our female friends to just put us in check. Let us have somebody that understands what we're feeling, the way we're thinking, because men won't be doing that for us. But I noticed that a lot of the turmoil that happens in friendships is just because people had too high of an expectation for their friends. You gotta know yourself, but you should also know your friends. So let's get into it. So first, we should start with some context. This week, I was watching Lil Yachty's podcast. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys should, because actually, I feel like as females, we should watch male podcasts because we get to know how they think. But also, they're just very funny, so I love to watch their podcast. But in one of their most recent episodes, Yachty was saying how people have unrealistic expectations for their friend groups. Like, you need separate friend groups and you expect separate things from separate friend groups. And that is so true. Like, as females, we have our friends that we party with, friends that we talk about life with, but life in different aspects. Like, there's your work friends, there's your school friends. As bad as that sounds, you know that your friends fall within a certain category. This is like a real life example, but if you're trying to do well in school, in uni, you can't be out partying every single night in the streets. But on the other side of that, you can't meet a party friend and think that you guys are gonna kick it in the library together, because you can't expect low class friends to have high class behavior. Ooh. But it's true, like, it's not even being rude. You need to know where people are fitting in. If people are engaging in different behaviors that you don't agree with, then you shouldn't expect them to be doing and engaging in behaviors that you want to be doing that are right for you. You guys aren't really gonna correlate. But you really have to know where you stand within your friendships too. Like, if you met your friends in a party stage and all of your friends are party friends, and now you're trying to become a bookworm, you can't be getting mad at your friends for not wanting to study. You met them like this. If you realize that you cannot be partying anymore and it's not good for you, you need to get out of that lifestyle, and your friends are still partying, maybe getting high off a Xanny, we don't know what your friends be doing. But if they're doing all that stuff and you've said it, you've outlined that you don't want to do it anymore, it's your choice to go. Like, you don't have to save everybody. You don't need to bring people along. Maybe check on your friends, see if they're doing okay. But once you set the expectation and it's not met, you gotta move on. But if you're constantly looking out for your friends and you feel like nothing is changing, then you have to take a step back. And people take a step back from relationships all the time. Like, it is very normal. Sometimes it just might be to focus on you and nobody actually did anything wrong. Other times somebody did something wrong to you and now you have to fall back. But don't get it twisted. There is also those friends that will do something wrong to you and they will fall back because they think that you are the problematic one rather than taking accountability for their actions. Those are the ones you need to watch out for. Bad energy, stay far away. But to each his own, because once a lot of time has passed, it's like every time you're seeing that person, you're like constantly trying to catch them up on your life because they're just not involved. And that is really how adult friendships turn out. I saw this TikTok and this girl explained that in high school, everyone becomes so close because you guys are actively involved in each other's life. Like, you guys are going through the motions. They're seeing you evolve in real time. You guys are experiencing things in real time. So when you guys talk in high school, it's very much in the present because they are there with you. Whereas when you're an adult and you link up with your friends, it's you filling them in about the past. So everything is now past tense because they weren't there to experience it with you. And every conversation basically becomes a catch up. And that's normal. That's just how life is. Like, you shouldn't think of that as people are not with you anymore, like they're pulling away from you. Like, if people are actively trying to be in your life, you will know that. And if people are actively trying to not be in your life, you'll be able to tell that too. But girlies, this is where men just come in and ruin it for us. Because once your friends are a little bit distant, like, you're bound to think that, oh, we're just going in different directions, we're doing different things, we don't think the same. Like, you take their opinions at face value, but you know to use your discernment and decide when you're going to listen and when you're not going to listen. And that's when these toxic men come in because they know that if you guys get in a fight, you're telling your friends. So you know what they have to do? Downgrade your friends and downplay your friends. I don't know why men try to play with friendships. They're not to be played with. But men will always try to be like, do you want to end up like Stacey Ann, alone by herself, taking her advice about how to be in a relationship when she's single? As if that means anything. Like, being treated badly is being treated badly. There is a fine line between oversharing, but if a man ever tries to tell you that you should not get your friends involved, it's a red flag. Red flag, because why can't your friends know? If your friends know, they'll probably tell you the truth, which is that you are not being dealt with correctly and for you to leave. Or they'll tell you the truth and that would require work and them changing, which they don't want to do. So girlies, never shut your friends out of relationships. Understand when there is oversharing. You don't need to share everything about your relationship, but also if you're going to share the bad things, make sure you add in some of the good things so that not everything that your friends hear about your significant other is terrible. It's all about balance. But overall, female relationships are different because they've usually seen you grow. They understand how your feelings have evolved. And we just listen to our female friends on an emotional level and can really connect with them and ask them how that made them feel and help them navigate through the emotions of it. Whereas men are just very blunt and straight to the point. Like, they don't let you really think about your emotions like that. Like, not everything has a cause and effect. It's more like, why did this affect you? They're like separate to them. I don't know. I honestly think that the way to combat this and just to make sure that you have good people around you, especially with your relationship with women, is just to have people that go along with your core values. That way, if anybody tries to come in and downplay relationships or make you second guess relationships, you know that your relationships are strong. You are friends with these people for a reason. So there shouldn't be any situation where you can't come to your friends for something. And trust me, it's hard. Like, you can really feel like you're growing apart from your friends just because of where you guys are in life. But if people are truly your friend, they'll be around. But if you lose some friends, you'll meet new ones in the different environments you're in. That's just how life goes. There's literally some friends that I'll see like 3 times a year and we'll catch up and it's like no time has passed and it just works for us. Why? Because there's high maintenance and low maintenance friends. I really consider myself a low maintenance friend. I don't know. I am. Like, I don't need to talk to you every single day. If I don't see my friends for an extended period of time, we can catch up and it's like, oh my gosh, let me just tell you about this. Like, it's not awkward, because why would it be awkward? Like, we just have to fill each other in and then yeah, we're back up to speed. But there's some friends that are high maintenance, like they need to talk to you every single day. That could work for some people. If you guys are high maintenance friends, find some high maintenance friends. But the main idea is just to know how to categorize your friends and have confidence in your friendships so nobody else comes in and tears them down. Okay, girlies? But you guys know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below any video ideas you guys have for me, because I will do them. And always, I'll see you in the next one.